Let me begin with a statement that should not be mistaken for nostalgia. What is collapsing is not masculinity as such, but a historically specific masculine formation that no longer fits the world it helped build. That distinction matters. If we confuse collapse with extinction, we slide into melodrama. If we confuse transformation with purity, we slide into myth. The more accurate reading is this: the digital age is altering the conditions under which masculine identity is formed. And those conditions are now deeply shaped by algorithmic intimacy, synthetic validation, and the steady erosion of friction. Technofeudal systems, as Yanis Varoufakis argues, do not merely host our lives, they enclose them inside cloud fiefdoms. Artificial intelligence further intensifies that enclosure by making behavior more predictable, more legible, and more commercially steerable. This is not a fringe concern, it is a structural one. It reorganization, the mind, the habit, and the social field. What makes the present moment so unsettling is that the old masculine script was always, for better and worse, built around resistance. Historically, masculinity was shaped through bodily struggle, social accountability, apprenticeship, and public obligation. A provider-protector ethic required a man to remain answerable to the material world, to labor, to endure, to defend. Today, many of those formative pressures have been replaced by frictionless digital consumption. The result is underdevelopment. A self that no longer meets resistance consistently can become inflated, brittle, or dependent. The medium is the message. And so we arrive at the central trap of our moment: artificial desire. Synthetic comfort can now outperform human vulnerability. The evidence is already visible. Research on swiping platforms shows that emotional states tend to decline over time. Dating apps have shifted from facilitating encounters toward promoting match accumulation for revenue and gamified swipes. These reshaped dating scripts drive towards superficial interaction rather than durable, meaningful connection. This is where the crisis becomes anthropological. Human beings do not only seek sex, they seek recognition and rhythm. Yet, the current market for intimacy substitutes feedback for relation. It offers the sensation of being seen without being known. Literature on AI companions warns that these tools commodify loneliness and emotionally manipulate users. The danger is that we accept the machine as the normative model of relationship, always available, never genuinely resisting. That is the algorithmic hijack. Users are trapped in extractive feedback loops where desire is continuously harvested and monetized. The platform only needs you to keep scrolling and believing that one more match might resolve the hunger. Desire is the commodity. This is why historical masculinity is in collapse. The old developmental route into masculine identity has been interrupted. Many men are socialized into platforms that reward aesthetic display and low-risk validation. The substance thins. This is also a matter of health. Harvard's work notes that social connection is associated with longer, healthier lives. Pew's 2025 survey found that many men have smaller or more fragile support systems. Synthetic intimacy will fill the vacuum. The corrective is not shame, it is AIQ. Artificial Intelligence Quotient is the capacity to preserve cognitive sovereignty. It is the skill of knowing the difference between augmentation and abdication. What part of my thinking remains mine? AIQ matters for men because modern systems can offer moral simplification and identity stabilization without requiring growth. That is why the digital fast is not a gimmick, it is a protocol. Withdrawal long enough for the nervous system to reattune. The second step is sensory re-engagement. Physical competence, craft, and direct social accountability forge character. Aristotle remains useful. Without friends, no one would want to live. Masculinity severed from friendship is isolation with posture. Bell hooks is relevant. Love is an action. It is labor, risk, and attention. Synthetic desire simulates feeling while avoiding action. Tagore reminds us of a world where the mind is without fear. A mind that can tolerate complexity and meet people as people. We must build communities of physical accountability, spaces where human beings are seen in person and corrected without humiliation. The temptation is to outsource judgment to systems optimized for engagement rather than integrity. refuse to be governed by suggestion. Strategies for ancestral recalibration: install a digital fast, re-enter embodied life, and cultivate mutual accountability. Practice AIQ as sovereignty, build communities of answerability, and refuse the false choice between masculinity and vulnerability. The crisis is not that men have become irrelevant, it is that they are trained in systems that reward imitation over integrity. If we restore friction, embodiment, and AIQ, masculinity can be recalibrated, not the old dominance, but something sturdier. The future will be won by those who can remain internally sovereign inside synthetic markets of desire, those who can say no to the feed. That is how ancestral strength survives the post-generative age. IQ becomes a discipline of the soul. Purchase my books on Kindle or paperback.